Alright guys, the first thing we're going to look at are the different types of triangles. First, let's make sure we all know what a triangle is. I know that seems basic, but you can never be too safe. A triangle is any closed figure, that is, all the lines connect, that has three sides. And we can divide these triangles into three groups. We can say they're scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. And which one it is simply depends on the length of the sides. So let's start with a scalene triangle. A scalene triangle is just any triangle where you don't have any of the sides congruent. So that is, if we were to take a ruler and measure the length of each side, no two sides would be of equal length. So all the sides have different lengths, and all the angles will have different measurements as well. So if I were to take a protractor and measure each angle on there, each one would be different. So moving on from there, we have isosceles triangles, where we have two sides that are congruent. So you can see from that image there, remember, drawings lie, but you can see that two of those sides are about equal. And if we were to measure them, the two longer sides are in fact equal to each other. Also in an isosceles triangle, you have two angles congruent to each other. So think about a scalene triangle, you have no sides congruent, no angles congruent. In an isosceles triangle, you have two sides congruent and two angles congruent. And then finally, with an equilateral triangle, all the sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent. And since triangles have to have 180 degrees total of angle measure, dividing that by 3, each angle in an equilateral triangle will be 60 degrees. So, summing up, we have three types: scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. With a scalene triangle, no sides are equal to each other. Isosceles triangles have two equal sides, and equilateral triangles have all three sides being of equal length.